Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news today. We're diving deep into what's been happening with the Cleveland Browns, especially in this intriguing preseason period that's already setting the stage for what could be a very exciting NFL season. And let me tell you, the buzz around the team is palpable, especially with the quarterback battle heating up and the young guns showing flashes of potential that could redefine the Browns' offense. Dillon Gabriel, a name that's been gaining attention, finally saw his first action in the preseason, and boy, did he make some waves, both good and bad. His performance against the Philadelphia Eagles was big news, not just because of the stats, but because of the moments that tell us a lot about his mindset and where he might fit in Cleveland's plans for 2025. Gabriel completed an impressive 13 of 18 passes for 143 yards, which, on the surface, looks solid. That kind of efficiency is exactly what you want to see from a quarterback trying to secure a roster spot or even compete for the starting role. But of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. He also threw a pick-six in the second quarter, an unfortunate mistake that can be a real learning moment for a young quarterback. The interception came after a miscommunication with his receiver, who ran the wrong route, leading to a turnover that the Eagles capitalized on. It's these kinds of plays that coaches and fans alike will scrutinize, trying to see if Gabriel can learn from his mistakes and grow in pressure situations. He played the first half before giving way to Tyler Huntley, which shows that the coaching staff is giving him plenty of opportunities to impress. Now, what's especially interesting about Gabriel's performance isn't just the numbers, but what he said during his sideline interview. And this is where things get really intriguing for Browns fans. During the broadcast, Gabriel mentioned something that many interpret as a subtle jab at fellow rookie quarterback Shedeur. He said, "There are entertainers and there are competitors. And I totally understand that, and my job is to compete." When you hear that, it immediately sparks debate within the fanbase. It's natural to wonder, was this a direct shot at Sanders, who threw for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns in his own preseason debut last week, but sat out Saturday's game due to an oblique injury? Or was it just Gabriel emphasizing his focus on competing and doing his job? Gabriel later clarified in his post-game press conference that his comment wasn't aimed at Sanders at all. He stressed, "I'm all about our team. I've said it before, for me the entertainers are the media. Competitor, that's what I am and all my teammates are. We all have jobs to do." That's a mature response, and it shows how much he's trying to keep his focus on the team's collective goal rather than getting caught up in the hype or potential rivalries. But the fact remains that this preseason is shaping into a battle of mentality and skill. Who can handle the pressure, who can step up when it counts, and who can lead this team to the promised land. And speaking of leadership and competition, the Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski has remained cautiously optimistic about the quarterback situation. He's been clear that he's not rushing to compare Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Gabriel, or Shedeur. Instead, he's emphasizing their development and mentality. Flacco, with his veteran experience, is widely expected to be the Week 1 starter, but the competition is far from over. Pickett has been hampered by a hamstring injury throughout camp, which has limited his reps, and Gabriel and Sanders are still fighting for opportunities to show what they've got in these preseason games. Stefanski mentioned that he hopes to have all 4 quarterbacks available for the final preseason game against the Los Angeles Rams, which will be a crucial test for everyone involved. This quarterback depth chart is still very much in flux, and that's both exciting and nerve-wracking for Browns fans. The coaching staff wants to see consistency, decision-making, and leadership from whoever wins the starting role. Gabriel's performance, along with Sanders' absence, has added a layer of intrigue. Can Gabriel solidify his claim to be a serious contender? Will Sanders make an impact once he's healthy? These questions are at the forefront of every Browns fan's mind. And let's not forget, The Browns' offense has been working hard this offseason to improve on their struggles from last year, especially on third down, where they've shown some early promise early in the preseason. Coach Stefanski has spoken about the team's overall progress, noting that while there's still plenty to clean up, like turnovers and execution, the foundation is there. Gabriel's early play suggests he has the potential to be a spark for this offense, but the mistake with the pick six shows he's still learning how to handle those high-pressure moments. That's typical for a young quarterback, especially one competing for a starting job in a city that demands excellence and has high expectations after a few tough seasons. Browns fans, you know how passionate they are, and right now the energy is electric. The team is on the cusp of something special, but they're also facing the challenge of consistency and mental toughness. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. Cleveland's quarterback situation is more than just a preseason storyline. It's a reflection of the team's future direction. The Browns have invested heavily in their roster, and this quarterback race is a critical piece of the puzzle. Joe Flacco, with his wealth of NFL experience, brings stability, but the team is also looking at the long term, trying to develop a young quarterback who can lead them to the promised land. Gabriel's performance in these preseason games will be closely watched, not just for his stats, but for his ability to command the offense and make smart decisions under pressure. Sanders, even though he's still sidelined, has the potential to be the spark plug if he can stay healthy and continue to develop. This is such an exciting time for Browns fans because every throw, every mistake, and every leadership moment in these practices and preseason games could be the turning point for the season ahead. Remember, the Browns have a rich history of resilience and fighting spirit. They've faced setbacks, but each season is a new chapter. The team's focus is on building a cohesive unit, developing their young talent, and finally making that leap into serious playoff contention. The quarterback position is critical, and everyone is watching how this competition unfolds. It's a story that's still being written, and Cleveland fans, you will want to stay tuned because the next few weeks could define the direction of this team for years to come. Shifting gears a little, let's consider the broader context. The AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, with teams that are always fighting hard and looking to dominate. The Browns have been in the middle of that mix for a while now, trying to establish themselves as contenders. This preseason, with performances like Gabriel's and the potential emergence of Sanders once he's back, could tilt the balance of power. Cleveland is investing in a future where their offense can be dynamic and unpredictable, and that all starts with solid quarterback play. The organization's focus is on finding consistency, leadership, and the ability to perform under pressure. The coaching staff is emphasizing growth, and the players themselves are hungry to prove they belong. And let's not forget, the NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint. Preseason is about evaluation, about seeing who steps up when it counts. Gabriel's comments, his performance, and his attitude all play into this bigger picture. If he can cut down on mistakes like the pick six and show that he can lead drives and make smart decisions, he's going to be a serious contender. The team's chemistry, their resilience in the face of adversity, and their ability to adapt quickly will determine how far they go this year. The Browns are building a culture of competition and accountability, and the quarterback race is a microcosm of that. Looking ahead, fans should keep an eye on the final preseason game against the Rams. That game will be a crucial test for all quarterbacks involved. It's where they can demonstrate their growth, their readiness, and their leadership qualities. Kevin Stefanski's comments about hoping to have all four quarterbacks available show that he's keeping his options open, which is smart. The final decisions will be made based on performance, decision-making under pressure, and leadership qualities on and off the field. And of course, health will play a role. With Pickett still limited and Sanders recovering from his oblique injury, the Browns' QB situation remains fluid. In the end, what we're seeing right now is a team that's hungry and eager to take that next step. The quarterback battle is heating up, and every play, every comment, and every decision is part of a much bigger story of ambition and resilience. Cleveland Browns fans, this is the kind of off-season story that keeps us on the edge of our seats, imagining what could be. The future is bright, but it's also full of challenges, and how this team responds will define their season. So keep your eyes peeled, stay passionate, and get ready, because the Browns are gearing up for a season that could surprise us all. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this quarterback drama? Do you believe Gabriel can hold his ground and become the starter? Or do you think Sanders, once healthy, might have the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the Browns. Remember, this is a team built on passion, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. And I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season might just be the one where everything clicks, and you, the fans, are at the heart of it all. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Browns.